Hello everyone, my name is Paballo and thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, don't forget to click that subscribe button, to comment, like and share this video with your friends or anyone. My beautiful people, today I just want to talk about this pandemic, the coronavirus, which is the current challenge which is being faced by the entire world. This is not something which is only faced by South Africa, America, but the world is facing this. As much as we are losing life, and rest in peace to those family, to those lives which have been lost because of this coronavirus. Um, and we, 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 we say our condolences to families that lost their family members because of this pandemic. So my beautiful people, I just wanted to talk about this coronavirus. Okay, I just want to give my opinion on this coronavirus, about this coronavirus, let me say. Okay, because I truly believe that each and everything that is happening in the world, or this universe, or God is always trying to communicate to us, or is trying to make us aware of something, or is trying to push us. Nothing happens just because it happens. But I believe that everything that is happening, it happens for a reason. Then now that's where I just want to talk about some of the things which I learned personally. Like, as I've been thinking, I was like, what are we getting from this? Okay, what are we getting from this global pandemic? I was like, now, my beautiful people, have you noticed that this, right? That how this pandemic started? Yeah, there was this thing that it started in one which is in China, whereby they talked about a restaurant which people were what they were consuming birds. Yes, as they said that they were consuming birds, and that's where and how this pandemic came to be one of the global, as we speak, a pandemic as we speak today, which is the entire world is facing now. But one thing I want to talk about is that we know, like, it's not a matter of discriminating or trying to talk bad about other cultures, but there are some things which we can also say are bad, something which as people we must consume. Are birds good for our bodies, or are snakes good for our bodies? Which this is one thing which we need to sometimes pay attention to, some of the things which we are doing as human beings. We might be doing certain things which it's not good for us, but we are doing them because of our own reasons or cultural reasons. So sometimes I can say this coronavirus is also saying to us, okay, right now, people, pay attention to your diet. What do you consume? Because your body, when we talk about a body, something which is very important, it carries your life. Your life is inside your body, you know, the spirit. And even for those who are believers, the Christians, they usually say your body is a temple, you know, a temple whereby, because the God, when we usually talk about God, we talk about he lives where? Inside your body. You know, that's where God lives. It's not like in the air. God is found in each and every person. Like, that's where he dwells. He dwells inside of you. Okay, so we need to pay attention to this temple which he has given us, that we mustn't just consume everything. We need to pay attention. Is this thing that I'm eating or I'm consuming good for me? Am I supposed to eat this as a person? Okay, paying attention to our diets. This is one thing which we learn from this pandemic. I say it says to us, let's pay attention to things that we eat. And one thing I can say again is that now, I just want, now we are aware. I'm talking about Wuhan, where it started. One thing I've been thinking about is this thing of traveling. I'm not saying traveling is a bad thing, okay? But this is how this pandemic managed to move from Wuhan until it reaches other countries. It was through traveling, okay? And I think people travel for different reasons. Okay, there are those who travel because of work. There are those who travel for it depends. Some just say I want to go to one. Someone just say I want to go to America. Okay? And now, for me, the lesson number 2 that I think we learn from this is people don't rest. People don't rest. Now, I can say God is saying to us, human beings, rest. I think if we pay attention, coronavirus is one of the diseases that forced human beings to rest, like to rest. On a serious note, can I say this? Like, human beings don't rest. Why? Because now the money is one thing which is, I can say, people are after that. Okay, people who are after money day and night. I have to work so that I can feed my family. I have to work so that I can do that. I have to work. So then people end up not what? Forgetting themselves. People end up now not paying attention to their bodies, resting. You work for a month, come back home at the end of the month, maybe, as most are doing. Some travel, they leave their families, they go to America, So another thing which comes in is God saw that people don't have enough time during the year with their families. I can say, I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong with this. But if we pay attention, people don't get enough time. Even if, let me say, even if, let's say, schools are closed, do we get that enough time with our families? No. We go out to see our friends. We are going to bashes. We go to taverns. We go to, wherever we can find enjoyment and entertainment. Even those who are working, when we say, okay, now it's holiday, people need to come back home to be with their families. How many of us get that time with their families? How many of you get enough time with their families? They don't. Even during December, which I can say is the longest the holidays we ever had, or resting time we usually have in a year. But during that time, what's happening? People are going to different places. People are going to Moria. People are going to bashes. There are a lot of there are many things which are happening at that moment in time. Sometimes there's a wedding somewhere, like we go there. It's not a matter of people being together like as a family. It's a matter of the people. Somebody's going there, somebody's chowing their money, somebody's doing this, someone is doing this, that, that's what's happening. Now, God says, my people need to rest. The universe say people need to rest. Let me give these individuals the rest in time. Now, lockdown came in, and we've been locked. Everyone was forced to stay in their houses or to remain at home most of their times. Which I can say that during this lockdown, many people had quite enough time with their families. I don't know if I'm wrong with that, but many people, even those who haven't came back home after a while, some went home. They came back, they've seen their mothers, they just had a great time with their families and stuff, So that is was something that happened. So I need you to understand this, because now can you see that now we all received that time to rest in our lives, which we hardly get as individuals, my beautiful people. I don't know if I'm wrong. I'm just giving you my opinions about this. That we received that time to rest, which we hardly get in our lives. We hardly get that time, but now we did it. Corona, as much as you are crying, but thank you for coming. Thank you for uniting families. Thank you for reminding some people home. Thank you. Like, this is how we need to live. We need to be grateful for each and everything, because everything happens for a reason. The churches were closed, taverns were closed. So, like, even now, why taverns are closed is another thing, that it's the health, our bodies. Since we know that alcohol is not that good, especially because most people abuse it, and then the corona forced the people to stay at home. Taverns were closed, no alcohol. Then there was what? Peace in most families until now, because it's level 3, and the taverns are opened and stuff. So abuse started, people are dying now, and it was much better to when these things were closed at that moment in time. But now we are back again to reality, since because the country is trying to recover the economy. So I understand you, my beautiful people, that yes, you like drinking, but we've learned something out of this. And one thing I want to talk about that we've learned about from this pandemic is paying attention, because now coronavirus, it forced us to stay at home, and while we were at home, everyone was scared. People now started to think deeply about themselves. People have been thinking about, have I left enough? Am I going to die? Am I going to live? What's going to happen? What's like, is my future guaranteed? Have I done something good in this world? Have I done something to be proud of in this world? People have been paying more focus. It has given us more time to self-introspect, to reflect on our values. Whether are we in the right track? And I can say many people now, they've found out certain things about themselves. I don't know if I've done that. I found many things about myself during this pandemic. I've seen, and it made me realize that which things I need to drop and which things I need to carry on with. It wasn't easy, but it helped me to see ukuthi what is it that I need to let go. There are certain things which I had to let go of in my life, and I did that, which is a very important thing, which I guess each and everyone learned about from this thing. It gave us time to self-introspect, to pay attention to our inner selves instead of the outer things which are taking place. So people are going to shift. Some people are getting retrenched from their work. Some people like they now discover that they are purposes because they had that enough time, because we are always busy with this and that in our lives. But now coronavirus gave us this opportunity to reflect on ourselves, to find out, to see our weaknesses and our strengths, then paying attention to what can we do to survive this pandemic. And people now, their creative sides came into play during this lockdown. So we've learned so much, my beautiful people. So this is one thing I wanted to share with you, my beautiful people. And thank you for tuning in. I just want to hear from you, my beautiful people. I just want to hear from you. What is your experience during this lockdown? I just want to see, what did you learn? What did you get from it? Did you learn something or not? Please comment below and tell me what did you get from this coronavirus pandemic. And I love each and every one of you, my beautiful people. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button, to comment, like, and share this video with your friends or anyone. And don't forget, Paballo is here, baby. I am here for you. Ciao. Love you.